Oh, I'm the AFC East champion. It's like being the smartest kid with Down syndrome. Congratulations. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Totally Inappropriate Team Sports, or as we like to call it, TITS. I'm your host, Cheeseman, joined along with, as always, by...
Voice Generation, Smart Company.
SSRIs.
And Matty Icing.
Oh, we got Smack in the deck.
That's right. Trying not to wake the dog up. Talking to Luke before we started, I'm a little bit sick, but I wasn't going to miss 2 weeks in a row.
Good. Suck it up. Hope you feel better soon.
No, I'm all right. This is cold, sore throat, sleep, coughing, that kind of shit.
My stomach's bothering me, but that's because my fat ass overate.
Same.
And,
not today. Today's good, but like Thanksgiving weekend, not so good.
Right. Thanksgiving, I didn't really eat a lot because my fucking wife had to go to the emergency room, so we didn't make it out to my mom's for dinner. But then we had a dinner here on Friday, so I overate Friday. And then, like, nobody else ate, so I overate the leftovers on Saturday. And then again yesterday, and then tonight we had some pulled pork and baked macaroni and cheese, and I ate too much again. I'm just like, oh, what the fuck am I doing to myself? Stop it. But how was you guys' Thanksgiving?
Pretty good. Well, I mean, the dinner portion was fine. The afternoon portion was forgettable.
Goddamn Bears. We know, Luke, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. True North says Smart had a minute plus to get his mic, but he ran out of time even with a timeout. Sad Bears suck. Hashtag sad. Hashtag Bears suck.
That's right. I'm on honeymoon with my dog, of course. I saw that from last week. We are, as True Noise stated, legally married, apparently.
Yes. Thank you for wrapping up the honeymoon to be back in time for the show this week.
I would say that I take offense to his implying that I have autism, but I have been a Bears fan for 30 plus years. So
Matt, anything go good for your Thanksgiving?
It's just kind of the same. When our moms had some lasagna. And then Friday we celebrated, and then Saturday. So I got 3 meals, 3 days of feel full and stuff.
Yeah, I made it over to Mom's, but it was late. It wasn't until after you were gone. And she misread my text, apparently, because I told her when I texted her that I was coming out that it was just going to be me. Because Cece had already been in the car for hours that day. And she misrelayed that message, and it caused Tatum to have a meltdown, huh?
Oh, yeah, he was, I want Cece, I want to see her. So, like, I'm sorry, bud. He didn't nap at all that day, so.
Yeah.
By 5, 6 o'clock, he was at that point.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't even bring her with me, so that whole thing could have been avoided. All right, well, now that that's out of the way, I guess let's just get right into something. Fuck it. Where would we like to start this week? NHL? College? NFL? I guess since we were just talking Thanksgiving, we should probably just go ahead and start NFL since there were NFL games on Thanksgiving, huh? Spark's like, I don't wanna.
You fucking railroad me right off the bat. Welcome back, fuckface.
First game, we had the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Lions favored by 11. Me and Matt took Chicago because Detroit's banged up. It's a short week, and it's Thanksgiving. So sure enough, Chicago covered that 11 points, and 11 was way too much. Hell, they might have lost the game if Matt Eberflus wasn't a complete fucking retard. But you guys don't have to worry about that anymore now, since you guys got rid of him. Congratulations.
Is that the first time you've ever fired a head coach mid-season?
Correct. It is the first time that the Bears have been fired. That's the only other time that a Bears coach had to depart from the team in the middle of the season was when George Halas left to fight in World War II. I'm not kidding you. It's been that fucking long.
And it wasn't even that he was fired. He just had to go fight in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Where he fired things out of a cannon, like the Bears did with Matt Eberflus.
That was pretty great, though, because they lost the game. They had him do the press conference Friday morning where the media just fucking lambasted him, kept asking him, like, how and why he fucked up and, like, why does this keep happening and blah, 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 blah. So, like, he faces the media, takes one on the chin, and then, like, an hour and a half later, he gets fired. So it's like, well, I mean, I at least appreciate the pettiness to go out there and, like, have him humiliate himself like he's been humiliating the team and the players.
I think maybe they were just giving him a chance to try to better explain himself, and he doubled down on "we did the right thing" or "it was the right move" type shit. And they're like, "All right, well, fuck you, you're out. We can't deal with this anymore."
I mean, like, I really do think that's what it is. Like, he would refuse to take any fucking accountability for any of those losses after saying that all the players need to take accountability. It just seemed like the locker room just basically turned on him because there's just multiple people just like saying, like, well, we did all we could to win. Like, literally, Keenan Allen said that the players did all they could to win the game. He's like,
Yep.
You can't make it any clearer that you're saying that you think the coach is a problem.
The coach is an idiot.
I mean, the quarterback could have, just called the play a little faster.
This is true.
And then, throw the ball a little faster.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Worked out for the best for the Lions.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
I was beginning to be worried that fucking curse was going to carry on, but Lions win their first Thanksgiving game in 8 years.
We won, but we also lost.
No, we lost a lot of players. True North says, I never thought I'd see a coach worse at managing timeouts than Mike McCarthy, but then the Bears coach was like, hold my beer.
True North, if you could just do me a favor and not mention Mike McCarthy right now because they're looking for coaching candidates. Like,
Dallas is going to fire his ass.
That would be so hilarious.
Mike McCarthy or the guy from fucking Notre Dame that like lost in Northern Illinois this year and somehow was fit to be an NFL. Yeah, that's right.
Just stay with us. We're fine.
Yeah, don't touch our Johnsons. All right, so as I said, me and Matt get the point with Chicago covering the spread. Next game, we had Miami taking on Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 3. Matt and Luke, for some reason, took Miami in a freezing-ass cold Thanksgiving game, and that cost them. So me, Smark, and Dirk pick up the point on that one. Getting into Sunday, because fuck that middle matchup. Nobody gives a fuck about the Giants and the fucking Cowboys. Pittsburgh taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 3. Dirk and Matt took Cincinnati. That did not work out for Dirk and Matt. However, Papa Dirk was happy, and so were Smark, Luke, and myself, because Pittsburgh gets the win. Obviously, they cover being the 3-point underdog. I don't understand that spread to this day. Cincinnati's awful. They have no defense to speak of at all. They've scored 40 points like 5 games this year and haven't won a single one of them. Figure that one out. Doesn't take much.
I feel like the Steelers are the AFC version of the Vikings. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Cincinnati's like the AFC version of San Francisco. Everybody wants to think they're good, but they actually suck.
At least San Francisco can kind of be like, hey, our roster's all dead.
Yeah.
Where Cincinnati's like, we paid Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Our roster's all dead is the song we'll be singing as Lions fans next week.
I mean, based on those highlights, I can understand how you would say that the Bengals would be the 49ers and San Francisco would be the AFC.
Yeah.
They both are the fat capital of the world.
Mm-hmm. You've seen Joe Burrow.
That fucking lesbian.
Apparently, if I heard correctly on the Red Zone, they were saying this like he leads the NFL in passing touchdowns, and they're gonna fucking end up missing the playoffs.
How does he?
They have like I think 8 games of 24 points or more, and still are losing.
Yeah. Like I said, they've had 4 or 5 games where they're over 40 points and haven't won any of them. Yeah, your
How
defense
the-
is shit.
How the hell does their DC still have a job?
I don't know. They're going to have to do some major work in the offseason on that defense, that's for sure. Both on field and on the sideline.
I know the Bengals are one of the more conservative teams in the league when it comes to firing coaches, but holy shit, it gets to a point where you have to cut your fucking losses.
Yeah, they kept, what the fuck was his name?
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, Marvin Lewis. I knew it was Marvin, I just couldn't think of the last name. Yeah, they kept Marvin Lewis for fucking ever, and the dude never won a thing.
Hey, you took him to the playoffs, though.
No, yeah. Once in like a decade. Anyway, next game. Speaking of coaches we don't like, the Los Angeles Chargers giving up 1.5 to Atlanta fucking Falcons. Dirk goes along with the Chargers, and Dirk goes along with the win. Falcons let the rest of us down. Fuck you, Kirk Cousins. He's hit playoff form in mid fucking regular season. Not good for Atlanta. True North says the Jets have gone from funny to sad. Now that I'm going to stop laughing, we fucking robbed them blind. Yeah.
No, they're still definitely funny.
Yeah, as long as it's Rodgers back to struggling and crying and crying and crying, it's funny. Just points the finger at everybody else. I need to surround his ass with some mirrors. Go ahead, Aaron. Point that finger now. You suck. You're washed up. Retire. With the fucking chant you used to hear in wrestling all the time. Please retire. Please retire.
Aaron Rodgers and in TNA next year.
Speaking of please retire, because I know we didn't have this game on the list, is it time for Justin Tucker to go to a nice farm upstate and look at the flowers?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Oh, hey, look at that. Take a 64-yard field goal to fuck the Lions. Then, when I can help out the Lions, I'm going to just miss every field goal possible.
Well, that's like 2 weeks in a row now. He's fucking got the yips or something. I've never seen a kicker so good fall off so bad so fast.
It is funny when you mention those like back to back though, Luke, because I was thinking that because it's like, okay, like when you're him, you're like one of the best kickers ever. Like, how do you deal with the fact that it's just suddenly it's all gone? And like, if you're Harbaugh, like, what do you tell him? Like, how do you keep him? Because you're not going to cut him in the middle of the season. You're going to need him for the playoffs. So, like, how do you keep him focused? How do you keep him reined in? Like, I was actually watching that and I was feeling sad for him. And then, like, not realizing that, like, 2 or 3 hours earlier, I was laughing at Aaron Rodgers fucking blowing it and being gone. It's like, yes, you suck.
At this point, he's going to end up costing them to play a playoff game.
It's kind of been
going to be Lamar for once.
Yeah, it's kind of been a bad year in general for kickers. I don't know how many fucking games I've seen this year where it's like kicker comes out and just blows 3 kicks in one game. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I know one.
The Lions actually have a good kicker and nobody else does?
It's going back to our old self.
Although Bates did finally miss one this week. His first miss of the year. Hopefully that doesn't start a trend. It comes out next week and shanks 3 of them. Fuck. Lose by 6.
Can he keep up that trend for at least 2 more weeks?
No. Fuck Green Bay and Buffalo. Y'all don't even need the damn help in Buffalo. So, no. Fuck that. Green Bay could use a hand, but I don't want to be the one to give it to him. All right, let's see. Houston giving up 5 as they took on Jacksonville. Smark and Dirk took Houston. I circled it, and then I circled back around like an hour later to check the score of the game, and I was like, oh, I gave up on Jacksonville a little too early, so I had to put an X through that shit because they don't get nothing because Jacksonville covered that spread. Thank you, Houston, for fucking failing miserably towards the end of the game. Jacksonville, thank you for putting up useless stats.
That guy that put that hit on Trevor Lawrence, how long do you think he's going to get suspended?
At
Yeah,
least his year.
I think so. I forgot to go back and watch it, honestly.
At least his year is his name. But yeah, at least
Oh.
a year. They're just going to mistype his name, and that's how it happens.
True North. Kickers can get it back. Mason Crosby had a season with the Yips. You would relate it back to the Packers. I remember that year. That was a great year. I enjoyed laughing at that. Except for the fact that I had Crosby on my fantasy team that year. That's why you had the Yips. Useless motherfucker.
He was also the same guy that fucking punched Roshan Johnson on the sidelines when he wasn't doing anything during the Bears-Texans game on Sunday Night Football. I think because there was like a late hit, and like somebody shoved one of the Texans players, and he just like runs in and decks Roshan Johnson, who had just been standing there doing nothing. He was not involved whatsoever.
I remember that.
It was like the fucking the brawl, the fucking Pistons brawl, where they're like the fucking Artest like hits a fan that's not doing shit, or Steven Jackson hits a fan that's not doing shit.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm just trying to watch the game.
And he actually came out with a statement today saying that anyone who's calling him a dirty player is racist and Islamophobic.
Of course. I mean, that's easy to pull that card, right?
Listen, I'm not racist, okay?
So I raped your mom and then shot her in the back of the head when I was fucking mid-nut, but you're racist for not liking me. It's like, no, that's not how that works. You're a piece of shit. That's why I don't like you.
This is all because of Patrick Mahomes. Just go down more.
It's like that episode of fucking 30 Rock when Liz is dating Wayne Brady and she just can't stand him and she's like, can't we just not get along and not date because we're just not, compatible people? He's like, I wish it could work that way, but it can't. You're racist.
You saying his name though, Matt, I wonder how long it is till Chris Collinsworth crashes the show.
Fuck Chris Collinsworth. He's such a fucking awful, awful commentator. I hate him so much. Look at the way he hands off the ball. It's just perfect. Love Patrick Mahomes. God. If I could just get a 3 with him and Matt Stafford, I would die from overpleasure.
Mm-hmm. I hate to loop it back, but I forgot the most important thing. So the Lions-Bears game, it was it Gilmore? I think he was the commentator. He had the best line all year. Teams don't realize they underestimate Jared Goff's mobility. I loved hearing that.
He doesn't got a lot of it, but he uses it once in a while. Definitely not the most mobile quarterback.
Never thought I'd hear an announcer say that.
I think that's the second time this season somebody said something about it. Because they had a drop of it on the radio last week, before the game even.
Well, I know Goff said it himself. He's like, I've been working on it. He's like, if I can get one play a game.
All right, next, Arizona taking on Minnesota. Minnesota favored by 3.5. Luke went alone with Arizona, and Luke goes alone with the fucking win. Fuck you, Minnesota, for only winning by 1. I hate you. You had to win and not cover. Double burn. Fucking fags. Indianapolis giving up 3 to New England. Smark and Matt pick New England. Smark and Matt get the win because Indianapolis wins by 1 but doesn't fucking cover 2 games in a row. Man, was I fucking heated about that. Like, motherfuckers, I hate both of you.
And on the day that Justin Tucker finally revealed to the world that he absolutely fucking sucks now,
It has AIDS.
the New England kicker came an inch away from breaking his record.
Yeah, well, coming up an inch short can cost you a woman, so.
Don't worry, Jake Bates will beat it this weekend.
Yeah, we'll see. We're going to need him to.
A nice 66-yard field goal.
We're going to need a lot out of Jake Bates. Tampa Bay giving up 6 to the Carolina Panthers. I went along with Tampa Bay. I go alone with the loss. Fuck you, Baker Mayfield. Fuck you, Panthers. Tampa Bay wins in overtime by 3. Doesn't cover the spread. Bitches. My favorite drop, and they let me down. I hate you guys. Los Angeles Rams giving up 3 to New England, or not New England, sorry. N-O, not N-E. New Orleans. Luke went along with New Orleans. Luke goes along with the loss on that one. Thank you, Stafford, for not fucking me over again. I had the chance. That one would have really burned me. And final game of the week, San Francisco taking on Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 6.5. We all took Buffalo because we're not stupid. Buffalo covered the spread 3 times over. San Francisco is bad. I know they're banged up, but I think some of the blooms come off the rose a bit with some of their players too. Like Brock Purdy is being exposed for not being good, like we knew all along.
Chris McCaffrey's going back to his old self.
Yep, injured all the time. It's the Madden curse. So on the week, not a great week. Luke Birch at the bottom at 5-5. The rest of us all go 6-4. I didn't tally Dirk's. Hold on a second. Let me do this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dirk also went 5-5. So Dirk's at the bottom with fucking Luke. True North says Cheese's New Year's resolution should be to suck less at picking NFL games. Hey, I went 6-4, and I am at the top by 6 fucking games right now at 74-61. So maybe everybody else should work on sucking less at NFL games. Luke and Matt are tied at second at 68-67, and Smark is 1 behind them at 67-68. So it's a tight race there, but I got a 6-point lead, so I'm happy. 13 games over 500. And as far as the teams go, the team draft, not so good there. Smark, not having a good year. Smark's got 23 points. I have 29. Matt has 30, and Luke's in first with 31. Smark's teams are fucking him big time. Let's see.
I don't remember what I have.
You have Green Bay. That's 9 points. Let's see. Green Bay, 9 points. You got the 49ers. That's 5 points. Dallas, that's 5 points. And Chicago, that's 4 points. So, yeah, you got San Francisco, Dallas, and Chicago. That's really bringing you down.
Wow.
Luke's at the top because he's got Buffalo. Houston's 8 points. Tampa Bay's only 6. But then he's getting 7 from his last pick, which is Seattle. The only reason I'm hanging around at all is because I got Kansas City and they're fucking fraudulent asses. God, when is their luck going to run out? Snap the ball without fucking the quarterback looking, fumble it away at the end when you could have at least tied it up and sent it to overtime. Or wait, now that would have been a chance for a win.
And the ref came running out calling false start, but then they changed it.
Yeah, we're just kidding. This benefits Patrick so much more. This fumble.
Did you see that they're doing a fucking Hallmark Christmas movie about the Kansas City Chiefs?
No.
It's on Peacock. It's called
How
Holiday
appropriate.
Touchdown, a Chiefs love story. And that Chiefs super fan Alana, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, tries to win Fan of the Year as a Christmas gift for her family, falling in love with someone in the Chiefs front office along the way. I'm hoping it's Andy Reid. I'm hoping that she gets fun by Andy Reid.
Andy, your mustache tickles. Ooh.
Just full on like the reverse of that scene from Varsity Blues with the whipped cream bikinis is Andy Reid fucking.
No,
it's disgusting.
She's gonna go after Travis, and the bitch she's gonna pop a cap in the back of her head.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
I hate Taylor Swift. So I turned that game on Friday while we were having dinner. Travis Kelce caught a pass, and I guess he's my nephew now. I was gonna say my wife's nephew, but that makes him my nephew too. He was like, "Oh, I bet Taylor Swift's happy." I was like, "Don't worry, you'll be able to see her reaction here momentarily because anytime that motherfucker touches the ball, they immediately pan to Taylor Swift." True North says, "Sadly, it's not about Tom Grossi." Yeah, she should have fucked Tom Grossi to win Fan of the Year, or at least get a share of it because she fucked Tom Grossi. Mm-hmm. Well, Tom won, so I'm part winner now too. I get half of it.
She could hook up with like the rip-off Tom Grassi, the lady whose name I can never remember.
Annie. Yeah, Annie Agar. I remember it's Annie. I can't remember her last name. I sent one in the chat to you guys the other day. I just recently found him a couple weeks ago on Facebook. He's pretty entertaining. He sits there and shit talks himself, but as different teams. He was at the Lions and he called the Bears a shit-idiot. I was like, yeah, that's nice. It's like, yeah, but you don't take a timeout, shit-idiot. You blow the fucking game.
That's the part that hurts the most. Is like the Bears are an objectively funny team, and there's a lot of material for content. But like, I can't watch any of the NFL content creators right now because each one just deservingly so. But it's like, okay, fucking this week, Pierna makes fun of the Bears. This week, Grassi makes fun of the Bears. This week, fucking Dirk just sends me videos after every loss of people making fun of them. It's actually a great troll move. I appreciate him.
Yeah, Dirk's good for sending videos. That's for damn sure.
I need to pay for one of those cameos and have Taylor Swift talk shit the Bears and send it to you.
It probably cost out the ass because Taylor doesn't fucking do anything for cheap.
No.
I'm sure NFL paid her a hefty fee to fake this relationship with Travis Kelce.
Although, to be fair, Matt could basically just give somebody that he found at Starbucks like $10 to do that, and I would believe it's Taylor Swift.
Could be her.
White bitch with a beanie. Who knows? Could be.
All right, well, you guys ready to get into some picks for this week?
Woo.
The Thursday night game. That's right. 2 Thursdays in a row. Both these teams are playing. We get the Green Bay Packers the 9-3 Green Bay Packers taking on the 11-1 Detroit Lions. Lions favored by 3.5. It's Mark Wahlberg.
Fuck, I was hoping that would be a bigger deficit because I could say at least that Green Bay would cover because Detroit's injured, but it's kind of pick 'em at this point. Green Bay.
All right.
I believed in Jordan Love the whole time. The whole time.
Luke Birch, do you believe in Jordan Love?
What? I believed in Jordan Love the whole time. The whole time.
Matty Icing.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a homer. Let's go Lions.
True North says, will Swift lip sync her cameo video? Probably. It won't even be singing, it'll just be talking. She'll just sit there and be like, fuck you, Smark, you suck, and so did the Bears. 5 seconds after her lips stop moving.
It's like fucking old Japanese. Exactly. It says the old kung fu movie style.
Yeah. Oh, Smark, I'm so sorry for your Bears. All right. Well, I guess Matty Icing's on his own this week.
What? I believed in Jordan Love the whole time. The whole time.
I mean, I hope the Lions pull out a win here, but they're fucking really banged up. Green Bay is looking for revenge from that first meeting. It is in Detroit. So maybe we can pull out the win, but I don't see them winning by more than 3 for sure, so I feel confident in this Packers pick. Next game, 3-8 Cleveland Browns. I hate putting them on here. Taking on the 9-4 Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers favored by 6.5. Mark Wahlberg.
9.5 is kind of a lot, but I'm going to go
6.5.
Steelers. Oh, 6.5, yeah. 9.5 is a lot then. It's more than the spread. So I'll go Steelers.
Bradshaw's a dumbass and Big Ben likes rape. Fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, Matty Icing.
I can see this one hurting all of us, but I'll go Steelers.
Bradshaw's a dumbass and Big Ben likes rape. Fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, Luke Birch.
Steelers bullshit is almost as powerful as Kansas City bullshit.
Bradshaw's a dumbass and Big Ben likes rape. Fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, this one's actually kind of tough because, as everybody knows, Cleveland just beat Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago. But their defense played amazing, and they don't do that on a weekly basis. 6.5 fucking gives me pause for sure, but I fucking hate Cleveland, so let's just go with Pittsburgh.
Bradshaw's a dumbass and Big Ben likes rape. Fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Plus, how weird is it that beginning of the season we all thought this team was going to be terrible? Maybe me more so than the rest of you guys, but thought the Steelers were going to be just god fucking awful, and here they are 9-4 at the top of their division.
Can Mike Tomlin just hurry up and have a losing record?
No, that's not possible. The world will not let it be so.
You talked about the Cleveland's defense as they just intercept the ball.
Yeah, I was looking back. Our division winners for the AFC North, I guessed Baltimore, Luke guessed Cincinnati, Matt guessed Cleveland, and Smart guessed Baltimore. And as it is right now, it's Pittsburgh, the one team nobody fucking picked.
I thought they were going to be last in the division.
So did I.
So this is the worst fucking quarterback room. It's like, no, hold on a minute.
When I said Cleveland, I meant like the old Cleveland team that went to Baltimore.
Sure. I'm sure that's what you meant. All right, next game, the 6-6 Atlanta Falcons taking on the 10-2 Minnesota Vikings. Vikings favored by 4.5. Smart Wahlberg.
Vikings are favored by 4.5.
Yes.
Where's the game at?
It is in Minnesota.
Fuck. Minnesota, yeah. Minnesota's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be by 4. I'm going to go Atlanta.
Lone Falcon! Lone Falcon, why?
Luke Birch.
Yeah, the Falcons are fucking done, but it seems like Minnesota is incapable, almost as bad as Kansas City are, at covering the spread. So, just for this one final week,
Lone Falcon! Lone Falcon, why?
All right, Mandy Icing.
That drop is cursed. Fuck the Lone Falcon. Give me the Vikings.
If I wanted to fight lose the Vikings, I'd go to Minnesota.
No, he's right. I'm pretty sure since we started using that fucking drop, the Falcons haven't won shit. But since we started using that drop, Minnesota hasn't covered shit. And I have a feeling Kirk Cousins is going to do his best to play a good game against his rival team, or former team, not rival team. So give me Atlanta.
Lone Falcon! Lone Falcon, why?
But yeah, this game can really go either way.
I mean, if anybody can keep Minnesota from winning late in the season, it's Kirk Cousins.
This is true. 2-10 Las Vegas Raiders taking on the 6-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by 7. Smart Wahlberg.
I do not like that 7. I don't really believe in the Raiders all that much, but give me the Raiders.
There is a bookies I know that will take bets.
Well, Matt knew I was going to go to him next, so he dropped out. So I don't want to pick this game. I'm out of here. Fuck this. Oh, see, True North says it's now December, time for the Vikings to hibernate till spring. I thought that was the Dolphins thing.
I thought Bears did that. I guess they started already, though.
Not for November.
I thought it was a regular season thing.
Yeah.
All right. Las Vegas and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay favored by 7. Who you liking this one, Matt?
Raiders just played up for their game. They were living high and then lost. Give me the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Luke Birch.
Control C, control v everything Smark said.
There is a bookies I know that will take bets.
Yeah, Vegas has been hanging close in some games. Tampa Bay just needed overtime to beat Carolina by 3. I don't like 7 points at all. Give me Vegas.
There is a bookies I know that will take bets.
So, in 4 games, Matty Icing is on his own in 3 of them. It's going to be a good week or a bad week for him.
The Panthers just let that fall into Tampa Bay. And they're getting healthy.
Well, speaking of those Panthers, we got the 3-9 Carolina Panthers taking on the 10-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles favored by 12.5. Smart Wahlberg.
Jeez. Is it in Philadelphia?
Yes.
You said 12.5, yes.
Yes.
Oh. I can actually see it happening, but Bryce Young's been playing better, so I'm going to go Panthers reluctantly.
All right. Luke Birch.
Yeah, it's rare being pulled and told to sit your ass on the pine actually improves a guy. But it appears like that is the case with Bryce Young. I don't see them getting the win. I don't think it's going to be by 12.5.
All right. Matty Icing.
Saquon Barkley's trying to get the MVP award this year. Him and Josh Allen. The Panthers are the worst rush defense in the league. Give me the Eagles.
All right. Yeah, I mean, 12.5 is an awful fucking lot, and Carolina's been playing good lately, which leads me all the more to believe that Philadelphia is going to slaughter them somehow. Give me the Eagles. All right, next, the 3-9 New York Jets taking on the 5-7 Miami Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 6.5. Smart Wahlberg.
You know what? This is just wishful thinking more than anything, but I'm going to go Miami.
You gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
All right, Matty Icing.
Is this in Miami?
It is in Miami.
All right, I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
You fucking suck!
Truer words have never been said. Luke Birch.
The fact it's December gives me pause for thought. Yeah, the Jets are absolutely fucking shit.
You gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
All right. And yes, well, I do. It is December, and I don't think New York will win, but somehow they'll keep it within 6.5. So I'm gonna go with Matt on this and take the Jets.
You fucking suck!
I know. I feel like I fucking suck just for picking them. 7-5 Seattle Seahawks taking on the 6-6 Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals favored by 3. Smart Wahlberg.
Going Seattle.
What does the Hawk say?
All right. Luke Birch.
What is it you always say? Divisional dog on the road?
What does the Hawk say?
Yes, indeed. That is what I say. Matty Icing.
No one wins in this game, but I too will take Seattle.
What does the Hawk say?
And yeah, Luke stole my thunder. Divisional dog on the road. Always take him. Give me the Seahawks.
What does the Hawk say?
All right, 10-2 Buffalo Bills give you up 4.5 as they travel to Los Angeles to take on the 6-6 Staffords Rams. Mark Wahlberg.
I'm going to go Buffalo.
All right, Matty Icing.
Play it again.
He didn't even make me say his name. Perfect. All right. I feel like you can see some dumb shit happening in this game for some reason. Like Josh Allen gets a little too full of himself and starts throwing interceptions. But then Matt Stafford says, "Hold my beer," and throws 2 pick sixes, and Buffalo still wins and covers. All right, 2 games left. We got the 4-8 Chicago Bears taking on the 5-7 San Francisco 49ers. Niners favored by 3.5. Mark Wahlberg.
New head coach. 49ers are practically dead. I'm going to go Bears.
The Bears?
All right, Luke Birch.
Yeah, I cannot trust a single thing San Francisco do.
Matty Icing.
It's my rule. Every time there's a new head coach, pick that team. Give me the Bears. The Bears?
Well, this is probably the first time this has happened all year, but we're going to go unanimous with Chicago this week. I think it's a toss-up either way, but I like the whole new coach theory that comes in, that hits more often than it doesn't. So that's why I'm going Chicago.
That'd be wild if they lost by like 40.
It'd be wild and not surprising at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last game of the week. And I didn't like any of the matchups this week, by the way. Like the 2 games I dropped were awful, and some of these other ones still made the fucking schedule this year or this week. Like Jacksonville and Tennessee was a game this week. I said, we're not doing that. See, True North says, since Mark is sick with bird flu or some other farmyard disease, I'll take the Bears. All right. Bears for True North. Last game, 8-4, Los Angeles Chargers.
Man against nature. Doing battle with
Yeah, fuck you, Jim Harbaugh. Taking on the 11-1 Kansas City. Boo! Boo!
man against nature. Doing battle with
Chiefs favored by 4. Mark Wahlberg.
In my opinion, the most underrated drop that we have. It sounds like pure cocaine to me. Give me those Chargers.
San Diego Superchargers. San Diego.
Yeah, I have trouble picking them, and so most of us do most of the time. But yeah, that is also one of my favorite drops. Love that one. Matty Icing.
This would be the perfect game for Bane to come out and just...
Yep. Get Patty and Jim Harbaugh on the same one.
Well, we already know the Chargers are going to lose because the Chargers cannot defeat a team with a winning record. They only beat teams that have losing records.
Sounds like Michigan.
Well, Michigan won against a winning record. They did beat Ohio State. You know.
No, I just meant when Jim Harbaugh was there. Without stealing their plays.
But Kansas City can't cover a spread, so give them the Chargers.
San Diego Superchargers. San Diego.
Oh. Luke Birch.
Yeah, I trust Minnesota to cover a spread more than Kansas City.
San Diego Superchargers. San Diego.
Well, Smark, like you said, it's a very underrated drop, but we get to hear it 4 times this week.
San Diego Superchargers. San Diego.
Chargers. Okay. We get to listen to fucking Michigan fans talk about that too. Chargers somehow win. The Harbaugh's the best. He's still winning against Patrick Mahomes. We're the best college team ever, even though our record this year was kind of ass. But we beat Ohio State, so we're the greatest thing ever.
You forgot to. They got Bryce Young, the second coming of Jesus again.
Yeah. We beat Bryce Underwood.
Oh yeah, not Bryce Young.
Kid out of Belleville, where I delivered pizzas and lived for a decade. Kind of crazy to see a kid out of Belleville, the number one fucking prospect.
It's kind of crazy to think, like, within the last 5 years now, Lincoln had the number one basketball prospect in the nation, the Gatorade Player of the Year, and then Belleville has the number one high school football recruit.
Hopefully he does better than fucking Lincoln's prospect.
Hey, he's in the league. Just the G.
Is he? Oh, the G League, okay.
He might get caught up every once in a while to play in Cleveland.
Yeah, shout out Amani Bates. Took me a second to remember his name. What the fuck was his name? Oh yeah, Amani Bates.
Great parenting by his dad there. Cost him everything.
Well, didn't they go along and like create their own fucking school or some shit?
Yeah, his dad made a school and then pretty much told like Tom Izzo and this stuff, like, my son, if he comes there, you're going to give him this and you're going to play him this. And, like, tried to tell Tom what was going to happen. So Izzo was like, nope. And then most colleges pulled out and he went to Memphis where, yeah.
And didn't he end up leaving Memphis at some point too?
Yep, he left Memphis and came back home to Eastern.
Eastern, okay. I know he fell off like even further in schools than fucking Memphis.
He went to Eastern, but hey, his first game he played Michigan and dropped like 37 points.
Yeah, well, a lot of good it did him. Now he's a G League superstar. All right. Fuck it. Let's switch over to some hockey and then we'll come back for football. NHL, last week we only had 4 games and Dirk ended up picking for Smark. So let's see how it worked out for Smark. First game, Seattle Kraken giving up 1.5 as they travel to Anaheim to take on the Ducks. Luke went along with Seattle. Liam Neeson bent Luke over. Rest of us pick up the win because the Ducks are awesome.
Quack, 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 quack.
Los Angeles Kings giving up 1.5 to San Jose. Me and Luke took San Jose. Me and Luke get the win. San Jose and Anaheim, best 2 teams in the league at covering the spread. Weird.
Skills.
I don't know who you are, but I'm going to find your ass.
Why is a British guy on this American sports show? Maybe that's who it is. Maybe it's fucking Liam Neeson's been leaving those mean comments on YouTube page.
Yeah, fucking dick. Oh, don't like me, huh? I'll show you. Vancouver taking on Boston. Boston favored by 1.5. Me and Luke took Vancouver. Me and Luke get the win because Boston sucks at covering. Worst team in the league at covering the spread. And last game, Utah taking on Montreal. Matt went alone with Utah. Matt goes alone with the loss because you don't trust a Mormon. The rest of us pick up the win. So on the week, Matty Icing goes 1-3. Smark Wahlberg 2-2. Luke Birch 3-1. And I go 4-0. Perfect. I don't give a fuck if it was only 4 games. I went perfect. Had a perfect week. Suck it. However, on the season, Smark Wahlberg 32-37. Matty Icing 34-35. I am 35-34 and still 4 games in the lead. Luke Birch at 39-30. Fucker. Team points. Luke Birch at the bottom, 45 points. Smark Wahlberg 53. Matty Icing 55. And myself at the top at 63. So at least my teams that I drafted are doing well for me. Thank you, Winnipeg. Luke's got some dog shit teams for him this year. Let's flip back real quick and review. Who's fucking Luke Birch besides Liam Neeson? Oh, come on. Thought I had the page marked, but I did not. Here we go. Nope, that's not it either.
The easy way or the hard way. That's the surge we'll be taking.
All right, well, Luke's got Florida. They've given him 15 points. And he's got the Rangers. They've given him 13 points. But then he's got Nashville, who's only given him 7 points. And the fucking Red Wings, which have only given him 10 points. So that's Luke Birch's downfall right there. The Red Wings and the Nashville Predators, who are like the worst team in the league right now.
Woo!
I'm going to say that's got to make Smark happy. Big Dirk says, sorry, Smark. You got him 500.
Well, it's his fault because he sent me a message like Tuesday. It's like, I picked your NHL teams. We're 2-0 so far. And then like the other two fucking celebrated too soon.
Yeah, I'd have let you pick them, but there was only 2 games that actually took place on Tuesday, so I had to pick 2 of the late games from Monday. And I'm like, these 2 of these games were happening tonight. I can't even like give him a chance to make the picks. So I just had Dirk pick for you.
Nah, that's more than okay. I was feeling lazy anyway. I was like, hey, you're just fucking whatever Dirk picked. Like the NFL picks, the NCAA picks. Just have Dirk fucking auto pick.
True North says the Brits do know their hockey. Yeah, he's at the top in the fucking picking teams, but he's at the bottom he's at the top for the spreads. He's at the bottom for the teams. So it's a bit half and half. Let's get into this week, though. We only got 5 games again because the NHL hates us. First game, 13-12, Colorado Avalanche giving up 1.5 as they travel to Buffalo to take on the 11-11 Sabres. I already forgot what the order is. Smark, Matt, me, and Luke. So Smark Wahlberg.
Sorry, there we go. I was reading. I'll go Sabres.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Fuck you, Jim Carrey. Just said the trigger, Matt. Matty Icing.
It was Buffalo and who?
Colorado.
And who's favored?
Colorado favored by 1.5 in Buffalo.
I'll take Buffalo.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Okay. Let's see. True North says, at Big Dirk, Smark is watching Wicked at the theater. The porno, not the musical.
I actually feel like the musical would be more off character. Like the porno you'd expect. I'm sitting there, I'm the only one in the theater because, like, fucking it's Tennessee, and I got a tear in my eye. So.
Smart cries when he masturbates. He requires 2 tissues.
Right. It's just more economical. It's efficient. Don't need lotion.
All right. Yeah, Colorado really bad at covering the spread. Buffalo more middle ground, but I'll take Buffalo.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
And Luke Birch.
How weird is it that we have a week with Colorado on and do not get to hear the rapping kid?
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
I mean, if they want to keep being in the bottom of the 2 covering the spread in the entire fucking league, we're not going to hear it a whole lot.
I mean, to be fair, the only team that I heard was Buffalo because I was messing with the dog. Had I heard it was Colorado, I would have picked Colorado. But I'm staying with Buffalo.
Well, say it worked out for you probably because, like I said, Boston is at the bottom and then Colorado. Worst 2 teams in the league at covering the spread. Next, the 9-10 New York Islanders giving up 1.5 as they travel to Montreal to take on the 8-13 Canadiens. Who are you liking this one, Smark?
I will go. Who is favored? I'm sorry.
The Islanders, the Jennifer Lawrences.
I seem to recall you saying the Islanders were pretty good at covering, so I'll go Islanders.
Congratulations. Is her vagina dishwasher safe?
She's a real person.
What part of Russia did they ship her from?
Great. Now Luke's going to need 2 tissues. Matty Icing.
Make it 3 tissues.
Congratulations. Is her vagina dishwasher safe?
She's a real person.
What part of Russia did they ship her from?
Well, before he starts to chafe, let me change it up and take the Canadians.
Fucking Canadian.
These teams were pretty much neck and neck when it comes to covering the spread. Historically, Montreal's done better for me. That's why I'm picking them. Luke Birch.
Congratulations. Is her vagina dishwasher safe?
She's a real person.
What part of Russia did they ship her from?
He had both his hands back and still managed to hit the button, which makes me question what he used to hit the button.
That's talent.
All right, True North says, FYI, the toys made from the movie Wicked had a link to the porn site on the back. That's one way to get Barbie's dream house. Yes.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be that fucking popcorn bucket from Doom. That looked like a blood hole.
All right, 15-9 Florida Panthers gave up 1.5 as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the 10-2 Penguins. Mark Wahlberg.
You said giving up 2.5?
No, 1.5. Sorry.
Just one. All right. I'm gonna go Penguins.
Penguins is practically chickens, and I hate to see chickens cry so much.
All right, Matty Icing.
I feel like Vegas is begging you to take the Penguins, so I'll go Florida.
You rat bastard.
Luke Birch.
Or yourself.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is me. Yeah, I'm not taking the Penguins. Give me Florida.
You rat bastard.
Now, Luke Birch.
It made no difference in the end.
You rat bastard.
Yeah, I really just said your name. I already had it written down. I knew you were taking Florida. Smark, I am sorry you are alone with the third worst team in the league at covering the spread. Best of luck to you. It's the only reason I picked Florida. I hate Florida. 9-13, San Jose Sharks taking on the 17-6 Washington Capitals. Capitals favored by 1.5. Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, because it's the Sharks, I'm going to go Capitals.
Storm the White House! That's what we do!
That's what we do. Matty Icing.
I'll go Shark Bait.
Shark bait. Welcome, brother Shark bait. Shark bait.
All right. And this is a really, really fucking tough game because I believe Anaheim is the best team in the league at covering the spread. And then it tied for second are San Jose and Washington. Difference being Washington is a much, much better team. So I guess I'm going to lean that way. Give me the Capitals.
Storm the White House! That's what we do!
And Luke Birch.
Washington are at home, right?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Storm the White House! That's what we do!
All right. And last game of the week. Uh-oh, here they come again for Luke's ass. 11-13, Seattle Kraken taking on the 16-7 Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes favored by 1.5. Mark Wahlberg.
Hurricanes favored by 1.5. This is a hard one because I'm trying to figure out which master I should serve here. Because on one hand, there's pettiness and spite picks. On the other hand, I genuinely like Seattle. I'll go Seattle, I guess.
Release the Kraken.
He just likes what Liam did to Luke last week, so that's why he sided with him. Matty Icing.
I'll take the Katrinas.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
Yeah, I haven't had nearly enough hurricane helms in my life this year. Give me Carolina.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
And Luke Birch.
Yeah, I'm not falling for that shit 2 weeks in a row.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
Okay, Smark's on his own. See if Liam Neeson fucking parts Smark's butt cheeks this week. Or if the hurricane hits us all in the back of the head with a frozen fucking ice bottle.
Speaking of fucking pardon cheeks, fucking Utah. I don't know how and I don't know why. They beat fucking Las Vegas 6-0. So I could not believe that shit. I was like, it was like midnight. I was just flipping through channels on Hulu. I was like, well, surely I'll get to see Utah get the shit kicked out of them by fucking Las Vegas. And I looked, and it was like 6-0 final. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, I mean, they were the fucking Arizona Coyotes, and the Coyotes had a few games like that last year. Like, what the fuck? What are they doing winning by that kind of margin? So, guess that's why. They're still not going to be any good, though.
Unfortunately, we were talking about Nashville potentially being the worst team in the NHL. There is one team that is below them in their division, and that is very unfortunately the Blackhawks.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Blackhawks somehow. No, I shouldn't say somehow. They're easily forgettable. Yeah, you could have just let Nashville fall on that sword, but no.
They have 2 points more than Chicago. I hate sports. What am I doing here?
I seen something on, I don't know if it was Facebook or Twitter, but it was earlier today. I was like, it's been a rough fucking year for Chicago, and it showed like the fucking what the Bulls are currently at, which is awful. What the Blackhawks are currently at, which is awful. What the Bears are currently at, which is not good. And then like the men's and women's soccer teams, or maybe it was the men's soccer team and the women's fucking WNBA team, but they're all like just awful records.
I love it because of like the Detroit-Chicago rivalry kind of thing, and Detroit went through it for so long, and now Chicago's going through it.
Yeah. Well, like we had a little bit of shit, or a little bit of good stuff sprinkled in there through most of the years, although I guess there was like a 3 or 4 year span where all of them were fucking irrelevant. Like we used to at least have the fucking Red Wings and the Pistons to keep us afloat here and there, and then like the Tigers even had a couple years. It was never the Lions. Now the Lions is the only team we have. The rest of our teams are still ass.
Hey, the Tigers made the playoffs and they swept the Cheaters.
Yeah, and they've done fuck all in the offseason, and they got their off of luck this year, and they think they're going to do it again next year, but they're going to be right there at the fucking bottom of the division again. Watch.
Probably. I also hate to say it, but also there is a college team here that did pretty well last year. Cheated, but still.
We're not counting college. We're just talking professional sports here.
I mean, we can count college. They have Northwestern in Chicago, so.
Yeah, well, the Illini's not ass this year, so that's something.
Not great either.
South
but
Illinois, they barely like.
I think they're still ranked. I mean, they're not making the playoffs, but they're still ranked.
Isn't Purdue in Illinois too?
That's Indiana.
Is it Indiana? Okay. Purdue's real bad. All right, let's jump over to college football. First game of the week. We had Memphis taking on Tulane. Tulane favored by 13.5. Luke and Dirk took Tulane. Tulane won the game, but they did not cover that 13. Oh, wait, no. Tulane didn't even win the game. That's right. Tulane got their asses pounded out by Memphis. So that's a point for Smark, myself, and Matt. Go Tigers. Oregon State taking on Boise State. Boise State favored by 20. We all took Boise State. Boise State won by like 17. They did not cover the 20. No good for us. Nobody gets a point. Ball State taking on Ohio. Ohio favored by 14.5. Smark and Matt took Ohio. Smark and Matt, smartest guys in the room. The fuck were the rest of us thinking taking Ball State? We took the balls tea. We got the balls. They dipped their balls in our tea. Navy taking on ECU. Dirk and Smart took Navy. Dirk and Smart get the big fucking win. ECU was favored by 1. They ended up losing by like 20. Wasn't even fucking close. Goddamn Pirates, you let me down.
It was worth it for the drop.
Yes, and there's that at least. It's my only solace in going along with Tampa Bay and losing. Louisville giving up 3 to University of Kentucky. Me and Dirk took Louisville. Me and Dirk get the big win. Kentucky didn't even show up to this game. Louisville whooped that ass. Louisiana Raging Cajuns giving up 10 against the General Booties. Luke went alone with General Booty, and the General was helping himself to Luke's booty. ULM did not come close to covering this 10-point spread. Raging Cajuns get the job done. We all get a point. Speaking of Luke going alone, we got... No, wait, hold on. Yeah, Luke going alone. Coastal Carolina giving up 1 to Georgia State. Luke goes along with Georgia State. Luke don't get shit. Coastal Carolina wins this game easily. It's a point for everybody except Luke. Rutgers taking on Michigan State. Michigan State favored by 1. We all took Michigan State. Rutgers put the belt to Michigan State's ass. Michigan State got fucking embarrassed. Awful fucking game. Awful fucking team. Couldn't be fucking more disappointed with the way this year ended. Fuck you, Spartans. I'm ashamed of you. No points for anybody. NC State taking on UNC. UNC favored by 3.5. Luke and Dirk took UNC. Smart, Matt, and myself laughed at them as NC State whooped their ass.
And then planted the flag.
That was Michigan.
Oh, no. They did that, too, and that was a fight.
Yeah, well, I mean...
I don't think it was as bad, though.
Yeah, you stay classy, Ann Arbor. Dirk sent me that video, and I was like, what the fuck? What were you assholes thinking? And then that one motherfucker still running around like after the scrum going on, runs around behind the group of Ohio State players with the flag and thinks he's going to try to like sneak in and put it in the O again. And one dude just took it from his ass, like snapped it, threw it to the ground. Like, yeah, even the fucking announcers were pissed about that. Like, that's just fucking classless. That's disrespectful. How can you do that? Like, yeah, Michigan.
Yeah, but the Michigan's like, well, we let Texas and Oregon do it to our stadium.
They attacked us. We're the victim.
I don't remember if it was the Michigan Ohio State one or the one that we were just talking about, the other one that happened. Where like the one guy tried to plant the flag and the other guy that was like trying to defend the turf was this big ass Samoan dude. He just grabbed it immediately.
That was probably the other game because, like I said, Michigan managed to get away with their flag after the scrum began, and the dude tried to come up and do it again.
I don't know if you saw in the game, but like Jeremiah Smith, the like stud receiver for Ohio State, again, he got tackled out of bounds by the Michigan, and like the whole Michigan side like tried to jump him almost, caused the first scrimmage. But then you see Ohio State when Michigan players went on their side, they didn't bother him. But you know, hail to the victims.
Yeah, hail to the victims. They're probably trying to file a lawsuit as we speak. Last game of the week, the Arizona State Sun Devils giving up 9 against the Arizona Wildcats. Smark and Matt went with the Wildcats. Meanwhile, Luke, Dirk, and myself went with the win. Sun Devils whipped that ass. Thank you, Sun Devils. Arizona looked like shit. So no point for Smark and Matt. Point for the rest of us on the week. Luke Birch, an astounding 1-9.
Fucking embarrassing!
Should probably play it one more time.
Fucking embarrassing!
Dirk 5-5. Matt 5-5. Me and Smark, your big winners at 6-4. Boy, are we awesome at covering college football.
Fuck us!
Yes.
So what ended up happening was I didn't really know what to pick because I usually do shit in like all of these, but college football especially. So I basically just ripped off all of Matt's picks except for one game, and I somehow managed to go one game better than he did. So I feel like I owe him an apology.
Yeah, fuck it. At least you're honest about it. You don't have to apologize.
That was the plan. I was like, I'm going to steal somebody's picks the entire time. I was like, I'm picking that.
That's why you picked Arizona. Shouldn't have done that. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What's the one game that you differed from Matt? Let's see if I can track it down real quick.
Did he pick
No, he picked Navy while you picked ECU. Me and Dirk picked Louisville. Yeah, that was the only game you guys were different. Navy and ECU. That was that point difference right there. So, overall records, Luke 48-62. Smart 56-18. And thanks to beating Matt by 1, we are now tied at the top at 57-53. Helmet draft results. This is the results for the year because most of these teams don't even have any more games. Spark, 22. Luke, 22. Matt, 22. You guys all tied for second because I got 26. I am the winner of the helmet draft this year. But as far as the picks go, we'll keep on going because there's a tie and there's still games. They're just not based off of our fucking teams. So first game, we got the 8-4 Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers taking on the 8-4 Jacksonville State. Oh, come on, I know this. Gamecocks. Gamecocks favored by 3. Start off with Luke Birch.
I'm not gonna take the Hilly Hicks.
No Hilltoppers for Luke. No Hilltoppers. Give him some cock. Smart Wahlberg.
No top for me either. Give me Gamecocks.
Smark says no top. He's a bottom. I will also take Jacksonville State. Matty Icing.
And it's unanimous.
All right. Next game, 9-3, Tulane Green Wave giving up 3.5 as they travel to wherever the fuck it is Army plays to take on the 10-1 Army Black Knights. Luke Birch.
Give me the Green Wave.
All right. Smart Wahlberg.
Give me the Green Wave as well.
Matty Icing.
This one's tough because if it's where Army plays, that's in the mountains in the wintertime, where Tulane is a southern team who plays heat.
Well, to be fair, I think this is a division championship, so I'm not sure if it's like the Big Ten where they play them all in Indianapolis. I don't know where this division plays their
Atlanta or something stupid like that. So I'll take Tulane.
Let me look at that.
Right.
What's the conference? Yeah.
I'm not even sure which conference it is, to be honest with you.
I'll look it up anyway.
I believe it's the AAC.
Well, while Smart looks that up, I guess I'll take my pick. This one's tough because Tulane just got their ass whooped by Navy. Now they're playing Army. That's another service team. But I'm going to assume Tulane learned something from last week, and they bounce back and get this win.
West Point, New York.
Oh, okay, so it's going to be cold, actually.
It's home field for Army Black Knights. They're playing in the state.
Okay. Damn it, maybe I should have taken Army. Too late. 10-2, UNLV Rebels taking on the 11-1 Boise State Broncos. Broncos favored by 4. Luke Birch.
Who in the Broncos?
The University of Nevada, Las Vegas Rebels.
I'll take the Broncos.
All right. Smart Wahlberg.
4 seems kind of small, but I'm going to take Broncos too.
I feel like I should take the Broncos, but at the same time, Boise State has a habit of fucking themselves over at the worst possible time. Give me the Rebels to pull off an upset. Matty Icing.
I'm going to take Boise because Gentry, he's going to have that Heisman moment game where everybody's like, he should win the Heisman. But then they're still going to go give it to Travis Hunter because, his head coach.
Yeah, makes sense.
Doesn't matter if a running back has like 300 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. Did you see how many snaps Travis Hunter played?
No. I didn't.
That's now a stat. That is a stat. Yards, pass breakups, and snaps played.
Cool.
That's important.
It is. The whole fucking Heisman shit's a fucking farce anyway. I had a feeling, well, I shouldn't say I had a feeling, I damn near knew Matty Icing was going to take Boise State and have to pick different from him at some point because I have to get that lead. UNLV seemed like that good point to take the lead. I don't like the 4 points. I think Las Vegas knows something, so that's why the spread's only 4 points. It's going to be a close fucking game. Next game, 10-2 Iowa State Cyclones taking on the 10-2 Arizona State Sun Devils. Sun Devils favored by 2.5. Luke Birch.
Well, since the Sun Devils are the only team that didn't fuck me last week, I'll continue riding with them.
All right. Smart Wahlberg.
I'm going to go Iowa State just so I can have one pick that's different.
Smart got a pitchfork up the ass last week, and he liked it so much he's going to do it again this week. Matty icing.
See, it's in Dallas. Yeah, I'll take Arizona State.
As will I. Arizona State just been a very good team this year. Iowa State didn't play against anybody all year. I put Smart on his own with the Cyclones. Not a terrible spot to be, though. 9-3, Ohio Bobcats taking on the 8-4 Miami of Ohio Redhawks. Redhawks favored by 1.5. So you got Ohio and Miami of Ohio.
Is that really
Luke
the
Birch.
MAC championship?
It is.
That's garbage.
Yeah, bad year in the MAC.
Give me the remote control. If I have to take one of these two, I'll make it the Bobcats.
All right, Smart Wahlberg.
From what I understand, it's Ben Roethlisberger bobblehead night, so give me the Bobcats.
Roethlisberger played at Vanderbilt.
Did he?
Yeah, pretty sure.
What the fuck played for the Bobcats?
No,
It was Miami,
of Ohio.
Okay, who am I thinking of that playing at Vanderbilt then?
Jay Cutler played at Vanderbilt, I believe.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I got my crimes mixed up. Rape, gun charge. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I can't remember. I went first, then Matt, then me, then Matt, then me. I will go with, based off what they did last week, I'll take Ohio. The Bobcats. Smart, did you say you were taking Miami of Ohio because of Roethlisberger bobblehead night?
That's right.
Oh, okay. And Matty icing.
It looks like we're going to differ again because I'm taking the bobbleheads.
All right.
Come on downtown Detroit, guys, and let's catch a fun action game.
Yeah, I forgot they play the MAC tournament or the MAC championship at fucking Ford Field, don't they?
Yep. They keep changing the name of it. I don't know. It was like the Little Caesars, then the Quick Lane Bowl, and now it's just like the Detroit game or something.
The gang shooting bowl. 10-2, Georgia. Oh, that's it. I almost said state, but it's at next to it, not state. 10-2, Georgia Bulldogs taking on the 11-1 Texas Longhorns. Longhorns favored by 2.5. Luke Birch.
Okay.
All right, Hooker Horns. Smart Wahlberg.
Really regret taking Iowa State now because this would have been an easy organic way to pick against Luke. I'm going to go with Georgia.
All right, Matty icing.
This one's really hard because you don't know what team's going to show up.
Yeah, for real.
Georgia and Texas, from what I understand.
Yeah, but which Georgia team and which Texas team?
It's at home for Georgia, I'm pretty sure. I think they play in Atlanta. Georgia has the pedigree. Most of the teams already knows what's like to play in these games, so I would take Georgia.
I think you just low-key accidentally made a pun because you said Georgia has a good pedigree.
It was accident. All right. This is like the toughest one on the schedule this week. Georgia has a horseshoe up their ass. Texas has an affinity for fucking up late in the year. I guess I'll go with Georgia. Luke's on his own with the Longhorns. Horns down. 9-3 Clemson taking on the 11-1 SMU Mustangs. Mustangs favored by 2.5. Luke Birch.
Clemson. I will not take SMU.
All right.
That program should not exist.
Luke's not a Methodist. Smart Wahlberg.
I'm going to go Clemson as well.
Clemson is fucking trash compared to SMU. Easiest pick in the week, in my opinion. Give me SMU all day. Matty Icing.
I'm right there with you.
All right, and last game of the week. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. You're fine.
All right, last game of the week. The Big Ten championship game. 11-1 Penn State University Nittany Lions taking on the 12-0 Oregon Ducks. Number 1 team in the country. Oregon favored by 3.5. Luke Birch.
Give me 1 second.
Get that boy out of the shower.
This guy closed off his Jennifer Lawrence.
Quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 quack. Stop. Quack, 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 quack.
I see. Smart Wahlberg.
Well, this is a moment I've been waiting months for. My beloved Oregon Ducks, who I think could actually lose this game so they can get better seeding in playoffs, because somehow they get fucking worse seeding if they stay number 1. That being said, I'm going to go Oregon.
Quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 quack. Stop. Quack, 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 quack.
All right, Matty Icing.
If there's anything you can count on in the world, it is James Franklin choking big games. Give me Oregon.
Quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 quack. Stop. Quack, 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 quack.
Yes, exactly what Matty Icing just said. Give me Oregon.
Quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, 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 quack. Stop. Quack, 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 quack.
But I said at the beginning of the year, I have Penn State as a fucking absolute lock to make the fucking playoffs because they win just enough of the non-important games to where they just barely miss out on the playoff every year. Now that it's 12 teams, they'll be in that playoff.
James Franklin in big important games is like Ryan Day versus Michigan.
The bitches Ohio State will still be in the fucking playoff too.
Watch, they'll probably end up winning the national championship. Just so they have to keep Ryan Day.
I think they would love that. They'll be perfectly okay with that.
Until next Michigan game.
Yeah. Till next year. To be continued.
Well, yeah. What I was going to say is, like, I know that this is like decided ahead of time for the site that the championship games get played on, but like, man, some of these teams are getting fucked because Texas is playing Georgia, and Texas is technically the home team, but they're playing in the fucking Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so it's going to be all Georgia fans. And then the ACC championship is the same shit because SMU is the home team allegedly, but it's in North Carolina.
The thing, though, is the Texas game is Texas fans have too much money, so it'll be like almost like a home game for them. They will buy up those tickets.
Yeah, they'll travel.
Like when they played Michigan, I'm pretty sure the Michigan Stadium was overran by Texas people.
Oh yeah, and last week we played that little game where I named off a team and everybody had to name off what the mascot was. I didn't have a results last week, but I have them this week. Luke Birch at the bottom with 20 points. Matty Icing in second at 29. And Dirk was your big winner at 33. Got 33 correct. Good on, Dirk.
Well, Dirk's not here, so he doesn't win. I win. Yay, me.
We will come back to that later this year when we've run out of shit to cover with football, probably. And we'll do all the basketball teams. There's a fuck ton more basketball teams. Holy shit. That's going to be like a show in itself.
It's a rare instance where I have to stick up for Luke. I feel like you set him up to fail. Because like Matt or Dirk or somebody got a bunch of teams that was just fucking the Owls. And then it was like, all right, so we're back to Luke. What is the University of El Paso? Fucking this guy. Jesus Christ.
Yep. I randomly made an order and it randomly fucked Luke. Just like Liam Neeson.
Randomly.
All right. So yeah, when we get to the basketball one, it's gonna be like, all right, we got 2 NHL games and that's it, and then we're gonna do the basketball thing. And it's like, thanks for hanging out with us for 3 hours, guys. True North says, bring back WNBA player or only fans mode. It's funny you should mention that. Maddie Icing has a game for us tonight.
So it's not as fun as that, but with the whole college championship coming up and then rivalry weekend, I figured let's play a little game of is it a trophy or not? So if you don't know a whole lot about the trophies, this helps me out, not you. But there's some random ones out there. So I'll start with the first one here. Is this a trophy or not? A slab of ribs.
That sounds like an SEC thing for sure.
And that, I'm not sure if it's SEC, but that certainly sounds like something you'd have in the South.
Yeah.
So, hopefully.
Trophy.
Yeah, I'll go trophy.
So this is actually, yes, it is a trophy. It is played between Memphis and UAB. They play for a bronze or brass, whatever, slab of ribs.
That sucks. You can't even eat that.
No.
I'd rather play for a real slab of ribs.
Sticking with food, the gold pineapple. Is this a trophy or I make it up?
I can only think of one school in Hawaii, so I'm going to say made up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who Hawaii would play for this particular trophy, because you know Hawaii is involved. If it is a trophy. Fuck it, I'm going to say it is a trophy. It's like San Jose State or something.
I'm also going to say it's a trophy.
Luke, you should have went with what you're saying. It is a trophy. It is played between Hawaii and UNLV.
No way. Didn't see the Rebels being involved in that, but hey, I'll take it.
All right, sticking in our food category, the silver banana peel.
I'm going to go no on this one.
I'm going to join him.
It's way too specific, but then it could lead credence to it being either real or fake. But I'm going to join you guys and say it's fake.
You guys are all correct. That one is made up.
I say it sounds ridiculous enough to where you could almost think it's real, but I'm just like, I'm just going to say it's not.
All right, next one, a nickel.
Like a wooden nickel or just a nickel?
A nickel, just a nickel.
Okay. Depending on how you pronounce that could get you shot in some areas. Nickel, please.
That is a coin in America, Luke. A coin in America.
It's like a pound, but far less in value.
They don't trade these in like that what you think of them anymore.
A nickel. Well, I mean, that's like a defense package, so I'm going to go yes. Trophy.
I'm going to go yes.
I'm going to go yes as well.
You guys are good at this. It is played between the hardcore rivalry of North Dakota versus North Dakota State.
They don't have much in the Dakotas, so I can understand the nickel now.
It's actually, I think, a larger nickel, but yeah. All right. The brass.
They got fucking like the armed guards protecting it like it's the Stanley Cup. That's like the entire treasury.
They're shining it up and shit. Bob Dole says it's tits time. Shout out Bob Dole. All right, Matty, hit us with the next one.
The brass cannonball.
Oh, not the brass monkey? Brass cannonball.
I'm going to go no.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. Like, that sounds like too logical. I'm going to go no.
I honestly think I've heard something like that before. It might be like a regular ass cannonball, and I do like True North's idea. I'm going to go with the game.
True North says any women's colleges play for the golden dildo. No, but they do have the platinum butt plug.
That's actually what Michigan plays for, but we'll get back to that later. So they have a brass cannon, but not a cannonball. So that one was made up.
Sweet.
All right. The good old wooden boot.
That one's a trophy.
Yeah, trophy.
Trophy.
That one is not a trophy.
Oh,
They have a brass boot, but not a wooden boot.
damn it. I could have swore I remember hearing a wooden boot, but it was probably the brass boot, and that's why I felt confident.
The next one we have is the brass spittoon.
Oh, yeah. That one's real.
Yeah.
Yes, that one's real. Do you know who plays for it?
Hick University and Hick Squared University.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I know I've heard of that one for certain. I'm trying to remember what teams.
HBCUs.
I want to say it's a Kentucky team involved. I just can't remember which one.
So that is played with the great state of Indiana and your own Gruff Sparties.
Oh, no shit. That's why I've heard of it before.
All right. The bronze lasso.
That definitely sounds like an Oklahoma State type thing. Oklahoma State rivalry, but I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes. Oklahoma State and Arkansas State.
I'm going to say yes, but not those teams specifically.
I just made that one up.
All right. I'm the only one that got the point. Let's go.
All right. The bronze feather.
Trophy.
Not.
Could have gone not again.
It's going to be FAU versus Rice.
All the owl teams gave me that idea, so that one's made up as well.
Damn it.
Stick with some Southern here. Let's go the oil can.
That's trophy.
Yeah.
Yes, trophy.
Do you know who? Yeah, it is a trophy. Do you know who plays for it?
I'm going to say Houston. And no, I'm just saying Houston because of the Oilers. I have no idea.
Oklahoma
I'm guessing
State.
TCU and Houston.
So it's actually some California. We got Fresno and San Diego State.
What Aztecs want with fucking oil cans. Big Dirk says red on top, brown on the sides for cheese hairstyle. Yeah.
I want to know why
it's only long on top. That's why it's red on top.
All right. Our next one we have is the bronze rose petal.
I'm going to go with no.
I'm going to say no.
I'll say no too.
So it is Florida and Georgia.
Damn it.
They play for the magnolia flower, which is not the rose petal. So I made that one up off of there. But there's a thing that was placed for flowers.
There we go. Now I'm emo cheese.
Hell yeah.
All right. We have
the KY Shell Cup sponsored by P. Diddy. Good one, True North.
Next up, we have the brass construction cone.
Oh, that's got to be Michigan. The construction cone? Come on, that's our fucking state tree. I'm going to say no on that one, though.
It's actually the state flower.
I'm going to say yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
All right.
The construction barrel is also a state plant.
The construction cone I made up because I live in Michigan. All right, next one we have $5 and bits of a broken chair.
That's just too ridiculous to not be a trophy. It's a trophy.
I thought you could say $5 in Bitcoin. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, trophy.
Yeah.
I don't think you're imaginative enough to come up with that.
This is more Matt goes, fuck you, Luke. I am. It's made up.
So my son broke a chair the other day and my dollar bill fell on it. And I was like, oh, what? No, I'm just like. So this was played between Minnesota and Nebraska. It is pieces of a broken chair with $5.
All right.
All right, our next one we have here is the brass bucket.
I'm going to go no.
What did you say, Luke?
Trophy, yes.
What'd you take, Mark?
I said yes.
That is correct. It is. The brass bucket is played between Houston and Rice.
Damn it. Fucking owls.
All right, the next one we have a troll.
Just a troll, huh?
Just a troll.
No.
Go no.
Fuck it, I'll go yes. Trophy.
Have you guys ever seen the movies Trolls? It was on the other day. And it's funny because Concordia, Moorhead, and St. Olaf, they play for a wooden troll. It is creepy, but they do play for it.
Sweet.
All right, let's see. And then I believe this is our last one. The brass hornet nest.
Trophy. And it's some Carolina team.
I was thinking trophy and Georgia Tech is involved. I mean, I know the Yellow Jackets, but...
Probably wrong.
Do you guess, Mark?
He said no.
I am that creative because it is made up.
Yay! I have faith.
But yeah, that's all I got there. Well, something fun. I come across a few of those weird trophies and then went once deep diving and realized how many weird trophies there were. So I was like, let's go ahead and do that as a game.
I would have to say the weirdest actual trophy that was the $5 bill and the broken chair bits.
Yeah, it's weird how half this stuff starts. Like, it's just, I mean, there's other ones on there I didn't put, like, I mean, the wagon wheel. Probably most people have heard of that. I think there's actually Miami, Ohio has one too that they play for. We all know the little brown jug.
Yeah, and fucking Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
I typed in wooden troll to try to get more information on this game. Like, it just brings up a bunch of like real life statues.
They're anatomically correct. It's extra creepy.
Well, that's another thing that's disappointing is that the trolls all have bigger dicks than I do. So that's scary and upsetting.
So now I feel scared and insecure.
Why I like that Michelangelo statue so much. It's like, what's that anatomically correct? You think he did that as like a troll move? Like he made that based on actual person? He's just like, all right, I'm gonna make this super photorealistic, and I'm just gonna give you the tiniest dick imaginable.
Yeah, baby dick, Michael.
Mm-hmm. The original title was Baby Penis.
Like, no, we're gonna have to call that the Michelangelo. Aw. Michelangelo it means baby dick in some other language.
That's Italian for baby dick.
Yep.
I put a link for you guys. You can click on. Hopefully it works to see what the troll looks like.
Okay, I thought I was worried. I was like, I don't need to see baby dick.
Ironically, wait till you see his nose.
You click the link thinking it's gonna be a troll. Now it's like it is a troll because you're going to
It's the troll.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it on the screen, so sorry.
It's like, no, I'm looking at the Michelangelo again.
Oh, yeah,
what the fuck is that?
There's our troll.
Oh.
I mean, it's technically not racist, but it feels racist. I mean, I don't know to whom, but it just feels offensive.
Not with the nose and want to say the Jews don't like it.
He's close to the staff, he's holding control of the weather. It all makes sense.
Yep, that's it. Oh, shit. So is there a winner and all that?
Oh, I didn't keep track. Sorry, guys.
Ah, okay.
Back and do it.
You don't have to. It's good. I just didn't know if you were keeping track or not.
The real winner is friendship.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say it was probably cheese on that one.
Yeah, probably.
I'll take it. All right, well, fun game. Good way to end the week. But, yeah, I guess we're out of shit to do. Oh, I was just about to say we can get the hell out of here, but daughter just walked in. She's got to make her weekly appearance.
Hell yeah.
She's laughing at my hair. She's like, oh, I'm embarrassed. Can't believe you did that. All right, anybody got anything else for the week? What's that? Smark.
She saw the view count. She started laughing at us.
Yeah. Hey, we hit 40 2 weeks ago. We're going places.
Yeah.
Those poor
Look,
40 souls.
you're on the screen. Sick, I don't care. Yeah, shh. Time to shh. Yeah, even she's like, it's time to get off here. You guys have made these poor listeners suffer through enough. Shout out to True North, Bob Dole, Dirk, Scott Greer, who didn't drop in this week. Shout out to Craig. Shout out to Bobby Anthem, as always. Shout out to anybody else that's been listening to us on YouTube. We appreciate it.
And fuck the Packers, let's go Lions.
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yay. And that's the face we make when they lose. No. Uh-oh.
Tits.
No. Tits, everybody.
Chinaman.
Chinaman tits.